Alright, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Me, and I'm back with another video. Hope y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and turn that post notifications on.
I got what it takes to get to the top. The money I make, these niggas cannot compete. They know that I'm getting a lot. She give me the twat. Give me that. It kind of that pussy, I'm getting a lot. I know she a thought to give her a shot. I fall from the back to the twist in my side. You know that I'm hot. Yeah. Just that shit, boy. Shit.
Let me tell y'all how I cheat on somebody. So, boom. It was the weekend one time, and I told this girl I was messing with, well, we was together, and I told her to come over my house, let's just go out to eat. So, because we never went on dates and stuff like that, so I'm like, alright, let's just go out to eat. This probably would have been like our second time when because we was always over each other's house, like, we never did dates, because, like, we wasn't worried about that at the time, because we was young for real. So, she comes, her father drop her off or whatever. So, boom. This at the time I wasn't driving for real. So, I asked my father, can you take us? He said, yeah. So, boom, my cousin lived around the corner from her. So, I left her the house. We had to walk through the back, like, when it was at. So we walked, and then we had to go through this little cut. The cut in the back of my house for real. Then this girl texts me. Remind y'all, I jinxed myself before this stuff happened. So I'm like, oh snap. Boom. I try to swipe that message up. I had my Apple Watch on. But I don't wear it like that. Because I'm like that no more. But I wore my Apple Watch. Then after that, she calls me. So I'm trying to decline it. And the girl behind me, but she seen it. So I'm like, she like, who that called you? Remind you, my dumb tail had this girl saved as baby or something. So that's where I went wrong at. So I was really feeling her at one point. But then I was like, nah, she ain't my type no more. So after that, the girl, like, who called you? So I'm like, my friend. This my friend. My friend called me. So she said, stop lying. So I'm like, alright. So we just walked. I'm like, chill, relax. Like, so after that, she was like, I'm going to ask you one more time. Who called you? So I'm like, this girl called me. My homegirl. She said, why would you save your homegirl as that? So
it was at this moment that he knew.
Boom.
He fucked up.
We near my cousin's house by now. We walked right there. I sat on the little chairs that was outside. So she said, let me hold your phone. So I'm like, what you want on my phone for? Let me hold your phone. So she was like, no. I'm like, well, I can't hold your phone, but you want to hold my phone. So she like, this not about me right now. This about you. So she trying to go through my phone. She try to snatch my phone, whatever. So I'm like, go ahead. Then she like, I should smack you. So I'm like, I'm sitting like this in the chair. So she like right here. So I'm like, you're not gonna smack me. And I just like pushed her to the side a little bit because like, you was not gonna put your hands on me, girl. So at that, she trying to go through my phone. I'm looking and stuff. She like, and that's what you mess with. She ugly. You know how people get that talking. So I'm like, okay. So after that, she like, I don't even want to go out no more. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. So I call my father up. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go no more. He like, wow. I was like, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it anymore. So, boom. We walking back around near my house. So we started walking. And that's when she called homegirl. She like, yeah, you know, she cheated on me again. I started to take her serious again. And just going off, crying, zapping off. So she loud outside. So I'm like, you need to calm down. Like, people around here. So next minute, it's this white van going around. So I'm just I'm like, oh snap. So at that, she's like, no, I don't want to be with you. Just going off. So I'm like, alright. So I get to bop off a little bit. I'm like, I'm ready to just go in the house. You do you. She talking crazy right now. So boom, I cut through the alley, and where the van was at, she was right there. So I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't just leave this girl out here, and they gonna think I did something to her, and this van keep riding by, this white van. And then they had like tents on them. So, you know me, I'm just thinking. So, what else happened? So I just walked right there and then wait for our father to come get her. So we went to go sit on the steps. Mind you, it's like cameras around my way. Some people got like cameras on, like in front of their doors and stuff like that. So I'm like, you need to like calm it down, because like people around here, they gonna come outside and see what's going on. And remind you, right, we used to live on the same block. So we went to go sit on the steps, like where she used to live at. And remind y'all, we didn't even like meet because she moved right there. We met over Instagram and shit like that. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we sat on the porch. She took her little bracelets off I gave her. She left them right there. She gave them to me. I'm like, I don't want these. Like, just keep them. She was like, no, I don't want them no more. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Just leave them on the step. Forget it. Just leave them on the step then. So she left it right there. She was crying. I'm like, how you crying and you did the same thing to me bit by bit? So she was like, only because you did it. It was like the roles kept being reversed, because like she was being a hypocrite, I was being a hypocrite. She cheated on me, I cheated on her. It was just toxic for real. So after that, her father comes. I'm like, wipe your face. So I don't never want nobody to be like, oh, like, what's wrong with her? Like, why she made you cry? I don't be wanting to have no problems. So I'm like, fix yourself before you get in a car for real. So she was still crying a little bit. Her father was like, what's wrong with you? She like, nothing, whatever. So he left it alone for real. Then she called me like the next day. She cool for real. But the next day, you know what this girl do? She goes and cheat on me after she just did all that boo-hoo and crying. Do you know how mad I was, yo? Cause like, you did all that boo-hoo and crying. So I'm feeling bad that I did. I'm feeling bad because the girl calling me. And you go back and cheat on me with the same motherfucker. You said you wouldn't cheat on me. And you said, oh, da-da-da-da. Bro, every time this girl cheated on me, these people was so phony. When I say phony, like, really phony. At least when I cheated, I had some good ones. I had some good looking ones. She cheated on me with the phoniest people. Like, I'm like, this what you go for? Like, this what you really go for? Like, I said, man, we both can't be your type, because you mess with Bummy and I'm nowhere near that. Like, so she like, that was just only to make you mad. I said, nah, this your type. Dude, then this girl had the nerve to go to this boy games and post a picture on Instagram, right? I'm like, okay. Boom. Then remind you, that day at the game, I popped up to the game, but they wouldn't even let me in there because they said it was packed. And mind you, I had me a little side piece there, so I'm all mad, like. I'm really mad because, like, she's like, yeah, what you want to go to the game for? What you want to go to the game? Whole time, She's still cheating on me with this phony nigga. So I'm like, alright, fuck it. Like, alright, forget it. So I'm like, yeah, this a dub for me. So, you know me. We playing tit for tat. I'm hitting it hard. She hitting it hard. I'm hitting it hard. She hitting it hard. After that, we just took some time and it was just toxic. But overall, y'all, don't just keep cheating on nobody and not expect for nobody to do nothing back to you for real. And just don't cheat, because if you're going to cheat and you keep cheating, you might as well just leave that person alone, because that's when it becomes toxic. Y'all fussing every day. They gonna keep blowing you up, thinking you doing something and you're not doing nothing when you're trying to change the person and you trying to let them know that you changing for the better for them. Just don't be with the motherfucker. Like, if you want to go out and do you and you want to keep cheating, just be single and have your time to yourself with your entertainment. Because keep hurting people's feelings, it's not it, because that's when they turn crazy. Then they turn to some other craziness and just turn up a notch. And you don't want to put that on yourself. But I hope y'all like my video. Subscribe, like, comment, and turn them notifications on. And I'll be back with another video. Deuces.